What is up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans. Happy freedom. Please take a second to hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. We're going to run through the schedule really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get this started. Let's see. Oh, I'm having quite a day. Everything I touch is falling apart. It's driving me crazy. Alright, we have a press briefing with KJP from Japan at 8:30 tonight. So 6 hours from now, 5 hours, 45 minutes from now. We'll be starting off today's live with a video titled "This is Terrifying," talking about how New York is just a war zone at this point. It's just a giant ghetto. Then we have a video titled "Texas Governor Sends Bus of Migrants to Colorado," shipping border crossers to all the different states and cities that said they wanted to be sanctuary states and whatnot. It's just holding them accountable. Then we have a video titled "MTG Introduces Impeachment Article Against Old Man Walter." This happened either yesterday or the day before, but they finally have videos that are not 25 minutes long because I don't want to sit here in silence for 25 minutes. Then we have a video titled "Sticky Sam Brinton," or whoever you guys call him, like the flamboyant Matt Damon or something like that. Anyways, he was arrested again because he's a thief. He's a thief. Thieves are just as bad as liars. Then we have a video titled "FBI Whistleblowers Warn of Alleged Retaliation Following Hearing." This happened either yesterday or the day before, and again, it was finally shortened down because all the videos I was coming across were like 35 minutes long. Then we have a video titled "Montana Residents Weigh In on TikTok Ban," which I found out some interesting news about the TikTok ban for Montana. It doesn't take effect till January. There's a lot of people all excited about it because they're, biased against TikTok for all the different reasons, but I found out that it actually affects other apps in Montana, and that's pretty interesting, and I don't think people are aware of that. It's censorship. It's more than you think it is. You think they're banning TikTok because they don't want your 6-year-old looking at loose women twerking on the internet. Oh no, it's about more than that. They're taking down other apps too. They are silencing Americans over there, but people don't care as long as TikTok's on the title. That's all they care about. So then we'll be wrapping up today's live with a video titled "Mike Rowe Delivers Warning We Need to Tap the Brakes." I just thought you guys liked him so much on the live yesterday that we'd bring it back today. Today it's a little bit different, talking more about AI more than how Americans have gone soft, which is unfortunate. Either way. What is up, everyone on the Jeff Mac YouTube channel? What's up, Z? What's up, GQ? What's up, Shanti? What's up, Bob Marley? What's up, Guy Dub? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Edward? Happy freedom. Edward, I think Snooks likes me. Well, that's good. That's good. What's up, Robert? What's up, Fitzy? What's up, Tabacales? What's up, Annette? What's up, Rada? What's up, Robert Jr.? Happy freedom. Let's see. Scrolling through. What's up, Snooks? Happy freedom. I appreciate you letting me know, Snooks. What's up, RS? What's up, Girth? What's up, Ting Ting? Scrolling through. Seeing a lot of names I ain't seen in a while. I think once they removed my strike, it really changed things. Let's see. What's up, Jason? What's up, Blue Crow? What's up, Ghost? What's up, Cube? Happy freedom. What's up, Tim? What's up, Lion's Heart? Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you guys rack up those likes. Let's get all the hooligans in before we get started. What's up, Donna Sparks? What's up, Lenny? What's up, everyone on Jeff Mac Live YouTube channel? Over on the secret channel. I'm going to post a link so everybody can go over there and subscribe just in case something happens. We have a secret channel. What's up, Sagittarius Dad? Appreciate you being here. Let's see. We're going to be running kind of fast today because I got a lot of stuff I got to do. I was trying to take care of it before the live, and now I'm late and all this stuff. And, life happens and whatnot. So we'll be running today. What's up, everyone on Twitch? What's up, Grey Wolf? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Oh, Kick. Are we running on Kick? We are. I don't know what's going on in my chat, though. Something's going on. What's up, everyone on Kick? Happy freedom. Oh no. Is Odyssey working or is it not? Never know with Odyssey. Oh, there's people in the chat. Must be good to go. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, Nifties? Happy freedom. See about Rumble. I don't know what was going on with Rumble, but it seems good to go now. Rumble just released some sort of update for creators, but I haven't gone in and investigated. But they are working on making Rumble a better platform. There's constant updates coming out now. They just did Rumble Sports. They're doing a ton of promotion for Rumble Sports. So I don't know, Rumble's really pushing to take the lead, and there's a ton of people jumping ship from YouTube to go to Rumble because of the censorship issues. What's up, Joe? What's up, Undercrofter? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Screaming Eagle? What's up, Rasta? Appreciate you guys being here. What's up, everyone on jeffmaclive.com. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. Very first video is titled Laura Somebody. This is terrifying. Talking about how New York is just a terrible place. It's a terrible place. That's unfortunate.
Joining me now is Madeline Brame, the chairwoman of the Victims' Rights Reform Council. Also with me, Paul Morrow, attorney and former NYPD inspector. Madeline, let's start with you. You were on this show once, and we got a huge reaction to your appearance because you and your son, a veteran, was brutally attacked and murdered. Yes. His killers got sweetheart deals from Alvin Bragg. But I know you have strong feelings about Mr. Penny, given what he put on the line and what's happened to him since.
Absolutely. You know, it's unfortunate what happened on that train that day. The city of New York, the entire apparatus has completely failed Mr. Penny and Mr. Neely. Mr. Neely had no business even being on that train, period. Mr. Penny shouldn't have never even been put in that position where he had to defend himself and other people. This is a soldier, a Marine. He's trained by the United States government to protect and serve, okay? If you have a deranged individual on a locked, moving subway car, okay, threatening to kill people and shoot people, his natural instinct is going to be to protect and serve, just like the 63-year-old woman felt. Mm-hmm. Them people were petrified on that train, because I have my own experience of being locked in a moving subway car.
And we have video. We have some video of that. Let's show it now.
People just started running, stampeding me on the train. I lost my shoe. They broke the window and I stepped in glass. I'm bleeding. This is real. Hundreds of people just started stampeding to the cars. We were locked inside the train. This is real New York.
Paul, this is real. It's real to everyone who's experienced this. It's terrifying when you're in close, confined space. It takes how long for someone to slash you, attack you? He said he didn't mind if he went to jail for the rest of his life. What does that tell the passengers?
I mean, when you consider the body English, right, Laura, he took his jacket off and he said, I'm done. That's pretty definitive. And you're in a confined area. There's no place to go. You're looking around for respite. And, you know, people say, well, where were the cops? Where were the cops? You can't have a cop on every train car. It's just numerically impossible. Mm-hmm. We're lucky we have cops in some of the major train hubs in light of the fact that recruitment is so far down and retention is such a challenge. So the idea that there is this vacuum in public safety, the very people who are weaponizing this vacuum, and we all know who they are. This is the AOCs of the world who've called this murder instantaneously, racialized it
White
immediately.
supremacy.
White supremacy.
Murder.
Meanwhile, one of the people who was helping Mr. Penny appears to be a person of color, a male of color. And here's the other dirty little secret. It's very politically incorrect to say, but I'm just going to say it. The victims on the subway, the targets, are generally women. Okay, that's just the truth. And nobody wants to say it because, oh, God, you know, it gets into all kinds of murky territory that we're not supposed to touch. But that's the truth. And there's a reason why one of the women on that train said, I'm praying for him, and I'm going to go right to the 5th Precinct to give a statement on his behalf. And then another woman, a woman of color, as you just said, called him a hero. If you are on that train as a woman or a male, but if you are, let's say, a husband, a father, a brother, and that is somebody in your family, don't you want it, Daniel?
Well, don't we want men to step up and protect and defend? Anyone who's trained to do so or just wants to help?
Of course. And
why are they after those other two? You mentioned one might have been a person of color.
right.
Could they actually charge those two individuals of aiding and abetting a possible manslaughter?
My gut would be no. I don't think they will, if you're asking me to guess. But I'm going to tell you what else. Remember, this still has to go to a grand jury. We don't know
6
really
months
what they're
they have
going
to have
do.
a
They have
grand
6
jury
months,
charge.
with a little give and take. But, you know, Manhattan juries, as left as they are, take the subway. You only need one to hang a jury if you get to a trial.
Madeline, again, this idea that heroes are criminals and criminals are misunderstood. How is that playing in the minority community, if you can make a broad generalization?
Okay, to sum it
Madeline.
up, if Mr. Penny had been black and that had happened to Mr. Neely and both of these individuals
If the
are
races
black,
had been reversed.
yes, we wouldn't hear nothing about this story. Just like we don't hear anything about all the black on black crime that's happening in our community. As soon as it's a white cop or a white person who does something to a black person, then all of a sudden everybody wants to play the race card, okay, and be the AOCs of the world and use the words like lynching and all kinds of different things like that. And everybody's jumping on the bandwagon. I can tell you something right now. In the black community, we're sick and tired of it. We're tired of it. All right?
So what should the political answer be to this? Because the voting pattern among most African Americans is reliably Democrat. Democrats in charge. This whole city is Democrat. Charge of all the Democrats running it. What's your message to them tonight?
It's time to leave the plantation of the Democratic Party. It's time to leave. Because we have got nothing but dilapidated housing, failing schools, crime, unemployment, abortion, and every other horrible thing that you can absolutely think of.
Paul, 1 to
Nothing
10,
in
how
return.
angry are the people of New York over this crime issue? 1 to 10.
7. You know, I think
Pretty bad.
people are waking up. It's pretty bad. Yeah, you don't hear about it, but on the ground, it's pretty bad. I live here.
Madeline, Paul, thank you both for being here tonight.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to support.
Well, New York City is absolutely failing. The subway is like the gulag. There's no way I'd go down on the subway without a pistol or 2 or 3. Why not carry more? There's no way. There's no way. It's all trash. Every time they go down there, they get roughed up. Almost every day we have a video about someone getting roughed up. And then this whole Jordan Neely situation. The protesters don't care that much. They haven't been live for like 12 days now. They don't care that much unless he gets off the hook. What's up, Dirk? What's up, Wet Blanket? Let's see. Yeah, ting ting. I'm saying it's a gulag down there. You don't go down there unless you're willing to fight. What's up, Ohio Cow? Dude, if a veteran kills someone, I don't care. It's what the government... Wait a minute. Our government made them killing machines. Yeah, it's true. It's true. He should have... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, because they got Bragg and all them corrupt people over there. They might throw him under the bus. It's hard to say. But if they care so much, how come they're not doing anything about the 3 people that helped him? Because he put Jordan Neely in a chokehold, but then a few people got up and like held Jordan Neely down because he was, struggling and trying to break free. If they care so much, how come they're not charging those people with accessory? Ohio Kyle, white supreme pizza every day on the news. Let's see. What's up, Lone Wolf? Chappelle was right. We need Batman. We need something. We need something. We need superheroes or something. We're going to end up with a chaotic event that's going to change things. Probably not for the better. What's up, USA Forever? What's up, 24/7? Happy freedom. Let's see. Thank you so much, Ocean Frog, for the $3 donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. What's up, Adam? What's up, Lori? They must have cut me out of the shadow ban. We're seeing a lot of names I ain't seen in a while. Apparently getting a strike affects you a lot more than it used to. What's up, Bearded Eagle? Mainstream media has completely failed. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just the brainwashing machine at this point. What do you mean, Matthew? I shout you out every single day. I don't know what you're talking about, unless you're just trolling the people who do get upset about that. Let's see. Just reading through really quick before we go to the next video. We're gonna be running kind of fast today. I got a lot of stuff I gotta do, and I got a lot of videos today. Oh, I'm trying to find it. I seen a comment I wanted to address. Snooks need to change the title on Odyssey. Would Odyssey run the last one? I don't know. It looks fine to me. I don't know. There's always something going on with Odyssey. I don't know. Looks fine to me. I think it was Ting Ting saying I was being shadow banned. It's rough stuff. What's up, Spencer? What's up, Miss Jamie? Happy Freedom. What's up, Jamie and Deborah? Robert, one thing about AKs is you can drag them through the dirt and mud and they'll still work. Yeah, but an AR, if it doesn't work, you can break it in half and clean it out real quick right there in the field. That's why you gotta have one of each. Gotta have one of each, just in case. You never know what kind of ammo you're gonna come across when you're out in the field, so you gotta have one of each. Stay stocked up. Get 2 of each. You know, everybody should just go out and buy guns today. Why not? What's up, Finn? I had some softy on Twitter getting all mad because I'm heavily pro-gun, and I had said something, and they posted pictures of Uvalde something or other, and I was like, sad story. Don't care. I'm not giving up my guns. I don't care. They're mine. It's my right. What's up, Hoff? What's up, Jeff D? Happy Freedom. No worries, Matthew. Nope. Keep your guns close. Oh, yeah. There you go, RS. Yep. Make sure you get ammo. Guns ain't nothing but baseball bats without ammo. It's just pretty expensive paperweights. Let's see. Just reading through the chat really quick. Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for the 300 bits on Twitch. I appreciate you. Thank you. You're awesome, Mr. Beans Beans. What's up, Low Tech? Happy Freedom. Oh, what did I just do? Messing my windows up. That's what she said. What's up, Can Killer? Happy Freedom. Nefties, can't get the chat to work on jeffmaclive.com. You got to clear your browser. There's a couple people that have been having that issue. I don't know why. Well, what? You're on there right now. You must have figured it out. You must have figured it out. Where am I at? Boom. Yeah, you must have. You got it. I see you over there. Boom. You're not alone. Undercrofter, last Pew Pew purchase was an Enfield MK1 for number 238 Smith & Wesson. I don't know. You got a lot there. You got a lot there. How much did you pay for it? That's what I want to know. Is how much did it cost? Last thing I got was a Hellcat, but I'm trying to think. It was something special about it. It had extra letters at the end, and I can't quite remember. I want to say I spent like almost $700 on it though. I like it. It's nice. It fits right in your pocket. Throw it right in your pocket of your jeans or your shorts. Good to go. It's a good concealed carry. It's good for every day. I think I only got 13 rounds in it. In the wintertime, I carry the full-size XDM. I got the 20 rounds on me. Well, this winter I had both strapped to each side. You never know. You lay down, you ain't gonna be able to get it. You know, you got to reach for the other side. So, tis what tis. Eventually, I'm gonna get a little Derringer. Throw a little Derringer in my pocket. We were talking about that the other day. Throw it right in the Coke pocket. It's not a Coke pocket. That's a Derringer pocket. You didn't know, but now you do. All right. Next video. Texas governor sends bus of migrants to Colorado. And it wasn't to buy legal weed. All right, let's get her started.
Texas's Republican governor finally did today what people here in Colorado have long suspected he might do.
There were 41 migrants who arrived on a bus commissioned by Governor Abbott and the state of Texas. They came to Denver Civic Center Park this afternoon. 9 News reporter Angeline McCall had the chance to speak with a few of the migrants long after they got off the bus. And Angeline, they shared an interesting story with you in Spanish.
Prostitute.
Yeah, we spoke with several just a little while after they got off that bus, and many said that they were thankful for what turned out to be a free bus ride. Several told us that Denver is a final destination, and others said that they're continuing someplace else. So one guy told us he's going to Chicago, for instance, and this gets him a little bit closer. Now, Governor Abbott says that he sent people here, migrants, 41 in total, the city says, and 7 were children that arrived in downtown Denver this afternoon. And in a press release, Abbott said until the president does more, he will continue sending migrants to self-declared sanctuary cities like Denver. When we asked the people who rode that bus, they said it did not feel like a political game or stunt to them. For them, it simply meant a free bus ride. So we asked one man what he would say to the Texas governor.
No, que agradecido con él y gracias por el apoyo que nos brindó de sacarnos allá hasta aquí. Y en verdad muy agradecido con él.
Up until now, we've seen Texas nonprofits chartering buses. We've also seen people paying their own way to get a bus ticket and then make their own way to Denver. So this is really a first to see the state of Texas and the governor of Texas chartering a bus with people to Denver. And Mayor Hancock in a statement said that this is really political theater. A spokesperson for the city told me that they are concerned about more buses like this arriving with more migrants. So you have this kind of difference of reaction, right? You have the migrants who are really thankful for a free bus ride, but you also have the city that is frustrated with how this is playing out.
Right, and the politics behind it, potentially. Thank you, Angeline.
Well, they want to volunteer to be sanctuary cities. I guess this is how it's going to go, even though these people aren't supposed to be here. Ting ting. That person is stupid for wanting to go to Chicago. Should have stayed home. Yeah, they're going to find out. They're going to find out. I don't know what they're dealing with back at home, but we're right on the brink of communism ourselves. They're gonna find out the hard way. Tabacales, I don't even know what that is. You're gonna make me Google some stuff. Bombay man. Oh man, I was probably covering up what he was saying on the screen. I'm sitting here having Klaus Daniels screaming at me. I messed that up. I can't remember what it said. Yeah, they didn't translate it. They wrote it on the screen, but I was probably covering it up. I didn't think about that when I pulled that up. Trying to find Cube. Did you see it? Old man Walter almost fell down the stairs again in China. I thought he was in Japan. Old man Walter's in Japan, isn't he? Either way, I'm not surprised at that. He falls up the stairs and down the stairs. I'm surprised they don't have like a mobile escalator at this point just to carry him up. They just hoist him up with a crane or something. I don't know. Medevac him back home. Let's see. What's up, High Plains Drifter? What's up, Witchy 12? Happy freedom. Is Colorado a sanctuary state? I guess. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know there's people that think that people should just be allowed to come here over open borders. Housing should just be free. Food should be free. People should be allowed to do whatever they want. But the people who ask for that have no idea what things would look like if that was how we ran things. They don't realize if everything was lawless, there's always a bigger fish. You might be the big fish in your little town until another big fish comes to town and just takes all your stuff. What are you gonna do about it? You can't call the police. What if they have a group of people? If they, like, you ever seen Walking Dead? You ever seen how that went? You know, as goofy as that show is, that's how it would be. They're over there. Like, you can't say you want a lawless world and cry about toxic masculinity at the same breath, because that's who would be coming for you. It'd be all those toxic alpha males coming to just take your stuff and mow you down. Like, stupid. People they're so stupid and soft at the same time. It's just disheartening. What's up, Kameme? Happy freedom. Z, having basic knowledge of firearms is just like being able to drive a car. Except firearms is your right. Driving a car is just a privilege. Everyone should have basic knowledge of how to handle and store firearms safely. They should teach you right at school, but they don't, because they want everybody to be scared of guns. All they teach you at school about guns is what corner to go hide in case there's an active shooter. That's it. It's literally fear. They just put fear into you for your own rights. That's so stupid. What's up, Ruby? Happy Freedom. What's up, Patriots Arc? What's up, Tim Mack? Appreciate you being here. I'm gonna end up buying ammo today. I keep coming across that comment from RS. Buy ammo. I'm like, it's a sign. It's a sign. I might have to go buy some ammo today. Let's see. Caleb. People across the border can get a driver's license in Colorado and they can vote. That's so stupid. That's so stupid. In California, they want them to be cops. You don't have to be a citizen of America to enforce the laws of America. How does that make sense? They're making their own Gestapo. That's what they're doing. They're making their own Gestapo because they know the officers have families here. They know the military has families here. They're not going to turn on the American people. So what do? They just bring in a bunch of people who ain't from America, who are going to follow orders and vote blue team. Thanks so much, Snooks, for gifting 20 memberships over on YouTube. I appreciate everything you do, Snooks. Thank you. Make sure you guys thank Snooks if you claim those memberships. That stuff's not free. What's up, Mary Roberts? Happy Freedom. What's up, Lynn? What's up, Animated Adventure? Let's see. Yeah, and I'm kind of waiting for us to pick up a third language. You know, they say America's primarily a English, Spanish-speaking country, but I'm waiting to see if we get Chinese on the list. Enough of them come over, they will. There's a lot of people from China coming in through that southern border. Let's see. Ruby, when I was in high school in the 70s, we had gun classes and driver's ed. That's awesome, because nowadays it's not like that. When I was in school, driver's ed was like $350. I didn't get a driver's license till I was 18. It's $350 to take driver's training through school, or you can wait till you're 18 and spend $40 at the DMV, take a written test, and do your driver's test 6 weeks later or something like that. It's way cheaper. You see someone taking driver's ed these days, they got both parents in the house. Their life is all right. What's up, Random Hero? Happy Freedom. Just reading through the chat really quick. If you guys are trying to claim those memberships that Snooks gifted, I believe all you have to do is click the icon at the top of the chat. Damon Walker, my theory is that American politicians rule by fear. Yeah, and they blur the lines of reality, so you can't even tell what's actually going on or not going on unless you're out in the streets or you're, constantly monitoring the news. See a lot of fentanyl, yeah. That still blows my marbles back about the fentanyl. They could bring all the fentanyl. Like, if they were carrying bags of shit here, would everybody just be dying of just ODing on shit? I don't think so. So why is fentanyl so appealing? I just do not understand that. And I know you guys are telling me that they lace it with other drugs, but people who are just knowingly taking fentanyl and dying. Whoa, I just about lost power. Are we still live? What just happened? I think something's going on. My power's all flickering. Is the electric company here? Calm down, Klaus Daniels. You'll be alright. Jeez, it's worse than dog meat. What's up, Mech Total? Happy Freedom. Hopefully we're still alive. I don't know what's going on over here. Maybe the electric company came here to fix my meter. Let's see. Whoa, what is this? Doo-doo-doo. Ocean Frog. I don't like the direction this country is going. My advice to anyone is to learn a hobby you can turn around and make money and be barterable if things go south. I agree. And we're going to be wrapping up today's live. I think his name's Mike Rowe, the guy from Dirty Jobs, and that's kind of what he's saying. He's like, if you're worried about AI taking your job, you need to learn a new skill. You need to learn a skill that's not going to be taken over. I was talking with WMM about it yesterday while I was making tacos, because you guys inspired me to go get tacos yesterday, or make tacos. He works for a company that goes and does like tree removal and stuff like that. And we were talking about AI, and the chance of AI going out there and cutting trees down for you is probably not going to happen. You gotta learn a trade. I'd like to learn to be an electrician. I've always wanted to do that. Plus, when I used to run grow rooms, I had to run new circuits and all that stuff. I would like to do that. You can make a lot of money being an electrician. I wouldn't want to be a plumber or anything like that, though. I don't know. I also thought about being a mechanic, because then I can work on my own car. We'll see. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. I'm kind of resourceful. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I agree. If you're worried about AI, or you're worried about, you know, the country going south, learn a trade. Like Salty Ragu can tattoo, and that might sound, you know, like, what are you gonna need tattoos for in the end of the world? People are gonna want tattoos. Run it. If you can do plumbing, if you can, I mean, blacksmithing or goldsmithing or any of that kind of stuff, do it. Leather working, all that, welding, we're gonna need that stuff. What'll be nice is I don't think we'll have drug addicts when things go left. They'll just wipe themselves out, because they can't handle life the way it is now. If things go left, they'll just wipe themselves out. That's what I always say about people out here making bad decisions. All you gotta do is keep making good decisions. You'll outlive them. Their lifeline is always short. It always is. Caleb, can AI grow potatoes? I don't think so. Hydrodynamic, it's as live as it's gonna get. Let's see. Debacle is perfect time to start since your lights are flickering. If this was my house, I would be, yeah, I'd be all over that. But this little tiny apartment I live in, it's my cell. That's what I always tell people. I'm like, I gotta go back to my cell. I'm an inmate. What's up, Fire? Happy Freedom, I ain't seen you in a while. No, not to Denver. Yeah, that's where they're going. And Chicago and New York. Let's see, Cecil, the nerve, I was unsubscribed. Yeah, YouTube has been taking, well, it was like 65 people or 100 people every day from my channel. But it's like a whole number. That's the thing that gets me, is it's not like 11 people leave in a day. It's like a whole number. It's like 65, 60 people a day unsubscribed. I think right now it's 30 people a day unsubscribed from my channel, and I'm like, I don't know. For a while I was like, I must really just be terrible to make so many people unsubscribe from my channel every single day. But now it's been 3 months, every day for 3 months now, and it's like, there's no way I'm pushing people away like that. It's got to be YouTube. What's up, TMWT? We're gonna have to find a way to shorten that. We're going with TM. Going with TM. What's up, Jim? I have found electricity shocking. That's a good one. That's a good one. I appreciate you being here, Jim. All right. Let's see. Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for the 300 bits on Twitch. And I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. That's why I said I feel sorry for Japan Tour 2023 because of Sippy Cup. Yeah, old man Walter. They're like, what? You smell that? You smell that? Yeah, that president from America. He's in town. They're like, oh. Did you see him fall down the stairs? That's the only time I like watching old man Walter, is when he's falling up or falling down the stairs. Otherwise I can't stand watching him. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy Freedom. Yes. I kind of feel like we should go back to bartering, because if we did bartering, people would be forced to serve a purpose. You wouldn't be able to just go and ask for handouts. You wouldn't be able to, go get some simple job where you don't even perform your duties correctly. You just kind of skate by and all. You wouldn't be able to do that anymore. You'd have to have a skill. You would have to serve a purpose, and you would have to be a part of the community, and then the community would function. Everybody would identify a need. We need a plumber. None of us have running water. Let's find a plumber. Plumber comes to town. Hey, buddy, we appreciate you. We all need running water, and everybody would serve a purpose instead of just being here just to be here. That's why there's so many drug addicts and alcoholics, because they do not serve a purpose. They have nothing going on, and they're running their life in the ground, and there's no guidance or anything. There's more people than there is common sense, unfortunately. Let's see, Screaming Eagle. Yeah, I can't say that out loud, but you're right. Pumpkin, it's ghosts. I don't think it's ghosts messing with me. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully they're fixing my electricity, because they tripled my bill, but they don't know why. I'm like, well, can you just write me another bill? They're like, no, we got to figure it out. Okay. They're like, by the way, you still got to pay it. Okay. Let's see. That's awesome, Whistler's wife. I want to build pole barns, greenhouses. What is, I don't know what that last one is. With Whistler. Oh, my chat just reset. Whistler's built many things as a carpenter, and I was an apprentice electrician and a civil engineer. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. I don't know if we have any kind of trade schools next to me. What's up, Cassandra? Happy freedom. See, you guys made it onto the chat. There was a few hooligans that were having issues with the chat over on jeffmaclive.com, but I think you need to clear your browser history. I run Brave browser, so it doesn't even keep track of anything. It's like brand new every time you open it up, and I haven't had any issues. It's that Chrome browser. You got to be careful of that because the hackers are trying to steal your stuff through the Chrome browser right now. Chrome and Firefox, but Firefox has a neat feature that no other browser has right now: a master password for your cookies. And you have to set it up. It doesn't come set up by default, but if you set it up and you accidentally download a virus or something like that, and these hackers are trying to get you, they won't be able to, because there's a master password that doesn't get saved that you have to remember to access your cookies, because that's what they're doing. They show up, they access your cookies, they steal your passwords and usernames, and then when they go to sign in as you, they have those cookies on their browser, so the browser's telling the website that that's you. It's authenticating as you. So you're not going to get messages on your cell phone for codes to sign in, SMS codes. You're not going to get authentication stuff from your app saying, hey, is this you trying to sign in? They will bypass all of that. So you got to be careful using Google Chrome. That's how they got me, was Google Chrome. And if you use Firefox, make sure you set up that master password in your settings. Jeff D, I use Brave browser too. Good browser and easy to use. Yeah, I like it so far, and it's got that crypto wallet on it and stuff, and if you set all that up, you can make crypto just from using the browser. I have it on my phone as well. A lot of people are using Oracle right now. I haven't used it yet, but that comes with a free VPN, which is fine until the government does the TikTok ban bill. Then you'll be doing 20 years for having a VPN, but until then, that's a free VPN. I just haven't used it though, so I'm not quite recommending Oracle, but it's definitely something to look into. What's up, Dana? Happy freedom. Debacles. I have a bunch of people who mooch off disability. They could work, but they're happy living off of $15K a year and subsidized. I assume that's subsidized housing. But they get everything for free. I was talking about that yesterday, and I pissed a whole bunch of people off, and I don't understand why. Like, if you guys misunderstood me yesterday, I was not saying anything bad about people who need disability or people who need food assistance, rental assistance, any kind of assistance from the state or the government. I was not saying anything bad about those people. I was talking about people who are playing the system and abusing the system, and who make that system itself look bad. Because they don't want to work. If you can work and you're just playing the system for free money, that's the person I'm talking about. But I had people commenting on my video yesterday who were all bent out of shape and stuff like that. And I'm not saying anything bad about people who need help. We all need help from time to time. It's people who are purposely abusing the system to get free money out of the government, and they're taking that money from us, from taxpayers and stuff. They're not even paying into taxes because they're not working. And that's what I was talking about yesterday, since we came across that subject. Let's see, Witchy12. I love Firefox. I can't stand Google Chrome. I was using Google Chrome because my phone and my computer are synchronized. Well, my phone and both my computers, even though my laptop just took a crap. But I'd be able to find stuff on my phone, put my phone down, go to my computer, and continue on from what I was looking at. So if I find news and I'm like, oh, this is interesting, I want to show the hooligans this, I could just go to my computer, go to my history, and see the article I was searching on my phone, pull the article up, and that way I didn't have to send messages to myself or anything like that. But when everything became compromised, that little convenience, it wasn't worth it. Let's see. Yeah, Robert, and I can't say any of that. You actually got flagged for saying that. I just passed it through. But yeah, I can't say that. That's why I'm saying like border crossers. Ting, ting, ting. People who want reparations for something they did not do are just lazy. There was a video we were going to cover on that, but it was really lengthy, and they were saying a lot of phrases that I can't really show on YouTube, but they're talking about, they were saying $2 million to everybody in California. Now they're talking about like $2 billion to everyone across America who's dark skinned. And it's, who's got money for that? Like, it just, I don't know. The whole thing doesn't make any sense. Let's see. And I use Brave and DuckDuckGo. Yeah. I heard DuckDuckGo was compromised a couple months ago. People were saying that they were bought out or something happened, so people walked away from it. What's up, Newton? What's the dog bowl? I don't know what that is. The dog bowl is pretty good at 200 pin average. I don't even know what that is. I appreciate you being here though, Newton. Just reading through the chats really quick. Then we'll move forward to this next video. Yeah, we're gonna be busy today. I'm waiting to see what this press briefing from Japan is gonna be like. I think that's gonna be interesting. What's up, Lori? I appreciate all you guys being on the website. It's so awesome. Alright, so this next video is titled MTG Introduces Impeachment Article Against Old Man Walter. Now this is from a couple days ago, but I was looking for something a little shortened up. The other thing is there was like a lot of talk about J6, and they're flagging videos talking about J6 right now, which is really stupid, but it is what it is. Let's see, Tim, DuckDuckGo is woke as a joke. There's another one, something search, that a lot of people used to use, and I never hear about it anymore. Before DuckDuckGo came out. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. It's called something search. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this started.
Out in the real world, where American taxpayers live, employees are fired when they are corrupt or aren't adequately serving their employer or purposely destroying a company. In this case, the employer is the American people because they pay the salaries. They pay the salaries of everyone in the federal government. The Constitution outlines a very simple process to fire the corrupt officials serving in the federal government: impeachment. Matthew Graves, Christopher Wray, Merrick Garland, Alejandro Mayorkas, and Joe Biden are all corrupt and unfit to hold office, and they all must be impeached.
I mean, that's a nice thought. I doubt anything will happen. It seems like there's no accountability for the wicked, but it would be awesome to see old man Walter get impeached, as well as all those other people, even though I am not eager to deal with Hyena Harris. Could you imagine President Harris? Oh man. Everybody's free knee pads for everybody. Just send them out across the country. You get the free crack pipe, comes with a set of knee pads. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't want to deal with that. I definitely wouldn't want to cover her on the daily. What's up, Paul? Happy freedom. What's up, Guy? Dana MTG is awesome. She's spicy. She's spicy. Z, you crack me up. Let's see. 24/7 unfit. They are. They're corrupt. I keep saying it like every day I say it. That is being a politician is the only job where you can suck at your job, not do your job correctly, and not get fired for it. Like, what does Harris even do? She doesn't even do anything, but she's still VP. Old man Walter, he doesn't do anything but crap his pants every day. I'm sure they're running out of linen and stuff. Doesn't do anything. Somehow he still has his job. Look at the border. Half those people aren't doing their job. Not the agents, because the agents have to do what they're told, but the people high up, they're not doing their job. They're still in their position. Just, it doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Robert, in an empty bottle of lube, right? It's the Hyena Harris special package. Thank you so much, Ball, for continuing the membership program for 15 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Let's see. Bombay, only if we had the Senate. I don't know. We got all these people in charge, but nothing's getting done. I'm so sick of it. What's up, BBT? Happy freedom. I hope so. I hope so, BBT. We'll see if we get the Orange Eagle back in there. The only thing is, and I don't know if people thought this far ahead, and I said this probably like a year ago. I started saying this. You know, I think that they're going to let the Orange Eagle in on this next round. And I think they're going to let him into the White House and do the thing, because if they don't, they will be fighting him for every election until he's too old. Which apparently you can be almost 90 years old and still be in the race. Look at old man Walter. But I think instead of fighting him every 4 years for the next however long, 20 years or whatever, I think they're going to just let him in. I think it's not going to be like the last round. I think they're going to let him in, and we're going to have 4 good years. But after that, it's all over. There won't be any more MAGA. There won't be any of that anymore, because he can't run again. So what's going to happen after that? I mean, we got DeSantis. There's some other people out there. I think most people try and put DeSantis in, but that would be the end of MAGA, because, you know, he can't run again. So I don't know if people don't think that far ahead, but we might have 4 great years and then go back to this. And that worries me, because I don't think the American people could handle more of this. I don't think the jerking around is going to do well. Same thing with another plague. People are, you know, it's always on the news. I can't, the big company that makes decisions on what we do if we have a plague, it's like every week they got something new. Oh, hey, this thing's happening somewhere. You need to be scared just in case it takes over, whatever. I think they're going to have to wait before they put us through another plague. Because if they do and we lock down like we did before, I think it's going to be lethal. I think this last time people were scared and they weren't sure what to do, and the majority of people did what they were supposed to, according to what the government labeled as what you were supposed to do. A lot of people listened at first and complied, stayed inside, put compliance cloths on, all that stuff. I don't think anybody would do that. If we went through another round of that, people would burn their own house down before they were going to live inside of it for months. I don't know. I think it would be crazy. They would have to put some time, some space in there to chill people out. They may even wait another generation before running some stuff like that again, unless they're really willing to risk it all. Because if they try and lock everyone down, I think people would hit the streets. They would be, and I don't mean BLMers and Antifa, I mean like patriots and stuff would hit the streets and be like, we're not doing this. It could be civil war. And then we're looking at, you know, martial law and stuff like that. And I don't know if they're really willing to take it there. So they may wait a few years to let everybody cool off and think everything's back to normal, and then hit us again. But this jerking back and forth stuff, I think that would make people crazy. Harley, I heard MTG is a white supremacist. Is that true? What? I've never heard that. I mean, I've heard protesters scream stuff like that, but they scream all kinds of ridiculous stuff. As far as I know, she's not a white supremacist. I've never heard her talk bad about anybody, really, other than old man Walter, screaming he's a liar during the State of the Union. Is that what it is? State of the Union address, or the Union address? Screaming that he's a liar. She's prejudiced against old man Walter, and that's okay. That's okay. What's up, Firmus? Thank you so much, Music Maker, for continuing the membership program for 21 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you, Music Maker. Don Jr. I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't like Don Jr. Tim Lake. Yep, Mrs. Lake. I think people would go for her as well. Don Jr. maybe. There's a lot of people like him, but there's a lot of people that don't. We've shown Don Jr. a few times on the live, back when we were allowed to show rallies and stuff on YouTube. and there was a lot of people who were like, look at this coked out dude and da-da-da. There's quite a few people. It's kind of divided when it comes to Don Jr. Yes. Here's what we need to get the libs out of school. Yeah, we need to really stand against people trying to hurt kids. Let me see. I had a video. I don't know if it made the list though. No. I'll just try and share it on Gilded and on jeffmaclive.com so you guys can see it. But somebody introduced a bill to make it like nationwide or something like that, to where if your kid is thinking about switching teams or being a little flamboyant or something like that, the school doesn't have to tell you, and the school can help them go on their journey to change their identity, and they don't have to notify you about it. And that's wrong. These are like our kids. They don't belong to the school. They're not joining the military. You don't get to just do whatever you want to our kids because they go to school to learn stuff. If you have the ability to homeschool your kids, homeschool them. Just homeschool them. And most people can't because they have to work 15 hours a day just to be able to afford this Bidenflation. And that's the problem. That's the problem right there. If you can homeschool your kids, do it. It'd be a great privilege to be able to do that. I know there's so many people who feel that way, that if they had the privilege to be able to homeschool their kids, they absolutely would. Because the schools are brainwashing facilities at this point. They don't know how to read, write, or do math, but they know whether or not they want to turn their wiener inside out. How does that work? How does that work? They're learning critical race theory and stuff like that. It's messed up. It's messed up. Moog, I don't know if Don Jr. is a leader. Yeah, I don't know, he always seems a little, I don't mean this in a bad way, he's a little slimy though. He's always looking like he's wheeling and dealing when he's talking. I could picture him at a casino or trying to sell you a used car. I don't know about leadership, but you know, time will tell. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Jamie, it's true. It is true. Paul, Ivanka for first female president. Don't you have to be born an American to be president? I mean, I guess the rules don't even matter at this point. People just do whatever they want. But I thought you had to be born an American to be president. And I might be wrong on that. Rand Paul. There's a lot of people like Rand Paul. It's true. I see it in the chat a lot. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Dude, I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that stuff. Mr. Beansy Beans, I think Hyena Harris should be CEO of the knee pad company. She should just come out with Hyena Harris knee pads. She should put her face right on it. Why not? Screaming Eagle. Yeah, I don't think DeSantis is going to run, and if he does run, he's going to piss a lot of people off because people voted for him to be governor for the full term. They don't want to see him go half term and then, you know, try and take on another job. That's the biggest complaint that I've seen in the chat and stuff. Whistler's wife, yeah. Yep. All that stuff behind the scenes at the government. Even the mainstream news is starting to talk about that because there's so many. You got Fetterman, you got old man Walter, you got Feinstein, and it's an old folks home. I mean, it's almost an insane asylum for elderly at this point. But that's only useful if you need someone to do whatever you tell them to do. But these people are supposed to be at the top of the food chain. So who's telling them what to do? And the mainstream media keeps kind of pointing that out. And if the mainstream media is saying that, then you know stuff's up. Lori, Joe in the... Yes. Miss Jamie sent me a cup that says that. I just watched it yesterday. Let's see. Z, what about DeSantis Jr.? DeSantis has a kid? I don't know anything about that stuff. I know about DeSantis, but I don't know anything about his family or anything. Wet blanket, hyena Harris mouthwash. We need to stop giving her free ideas. She doesn't deserve all this grand branding you guys are coming up with. It's good stuff. All right, this next video is titled Sticky Sam Brenton Arrested Again. That's the flamboyant Matt Damon you guys love so much.
Fox News alert.
Especially because I had that picture that I took where I have that filter on. And I didn't realize it when I showed you guys, and everybody's like, look, you look like that flamboyant Matt Damon guy. Oh yeah, it was the eyebrows. I had the filter, took my eyebrows away, and then all of a sudden I look like that guy. You guys are racist. All right, let's get this started.
Fox News alert. Airline passengers can breathe easy because the man behind the most infamous airline heist since D.B. Cooper has been brought to justice. That's right. Sticky Sammy is in handcuffs again. And no, it's not the fuzzy kind. Biden's non-binary former nuke guru and convicted bag snatcher was arrested last night at his Maryland home and charged with grand larceny. Police picked him up for being a, quote, fugitive from justice. So wait, does that make him a gender outlaw? We'll have to see what box he checks. Sticky appeared before a judge today who refused to release him, instead extraditing him to Virginia. The investigation is being led by Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority, which means this is about what went down at Reagan National in D.C., remember? That's right. Sticky stole a African fashion designer's bag, and then he wore her clothes over and over and over again. So we reached out to the fashion designer, and she said the police have been in contact with her lawyer. And she's been asked to come and identify the items taken by the cops, so it certainly looks like Sticky Sammy robbed this lady. And Sticky was already on a suspended 180-day jail sentence from his Las Vegas baggage thefts. Is this a violation of Sticky's parole? Might be. If so, he could go away for quite a long time, which is a shame because orange really isn't his color.
Nothing will happen to him. They'll get him out of it somehow. Gross. Gross. It's rough stuff. Dana, how lovely. Yeah. Grateful Ed, would he be in a woman's jail? Or, well, you're saying he will be. Ah, oh, man. There's only so much I can say on YouTube. It's rough stuff. Mech Total, I thought it was Matt Damon for a second. That's what everybody says. That's what everybody says. Paul, I can't help it. I can't help it. I try not to say things. I like saying things. I can't say things because the YouTube community guidelines are always hovering over me with that hammer, just ready to nail me. But my face, they can't censor my face. It speaks loud and clear. Just gross. Let's see. I see you guys talking about Mr. Beast. I don't know if Mr. Beast is left. I know that he's got some left stuff going on at this time. But yeah, I don't know if he's actually left. I think he's just trying to keep his, I don't really want to call it a grift. He's like the king of the grift. You know, he's supposed to be like inspirational for kids and stuff. You know, that's why his stuff's all challenges and stuff. How long can you hold your hand on something stupid and win it? You know, how many Orbeez can we fill in a hot tub and stuff like that? You know, trying to do harmless content. But his buddy just went shape-shifting predator, and people have a lot to say about it. And I don't know. It's hard to say, but I don't think he's presidential material. It's my opinion. Jeff D, that dude needs a mental hospital. He does. He looks crazy. And they call him Sticky Sam, and then you think about like the extracurricular activities doing. It's I don't know. It just makes me make that face. I don't know. It's rough stuff. Yeah, flamboyant Matt Damon. Ivanka she was born in the U.S.? I thought she wasn't. I thought she was born outside of the U.S. and migrated here. I mean, I could totally be wrong. That's just what I thought. And then I see everybody talking about Obama. Yeah, his birth certificate said he was from Hawaii or something like that. But I have a friend who was in the military. He's from Samoa, which is like a small island outside of Hawaii. And he said to get a birth certificate, all you have to do is just be in the paper. And so you just call up the paper, which was his aunt, and just be like, hey, put my name in the paper. Say this, form an older article out of the paper so I can go take it to the DMV and get my records, my Social Security and all that stuff. And that's all it takes to get a birth certificate if you're from those islands. Because they're not really regulated. I mean, they are, but, who's sitting there hovering over them to make sure that they're doing everything they're supposed to be doing? Nobody is. So that's why a lot of people don't trust Obama's birth certificate. Let's see. That's rough stuff, Mike. Oh, I need attention. You're right. I was thinking of oh my God, I can't say Trump's wife. That's what I was thinking of. I wasn't thinking of his daughter. I was thinking of his wife. That's why I was saying that. That's what I was saying. Yeah, you're right. His daughter probably would do all right. She seems kind of straight up. Dana. Like me, I don't have to say anything. You can tell by the look on my face. Yeah, my eyebrows do a lot of talking. They do. For not having a mouth, they do a lot of talking. I keep wanting to say Melania. There's no way her name is Melania. I need to go back to school. I'm still trying to get through that coding certificate, but I'm just been so busy. I'm glad I have like some leniency because I signed up at Harvard to do computer science introduction. And it's supposed to be a 6-week course, but I've been I sleep 2 to 4 hours every day because I'm so busy. And then I don't even get to do schoolwork half the time. What's up, Blazing Fool? Happy freedom. Wilster's wife, DeSantis, showed up in my hometown a couple months ago. Applying the elites who live there. Oh, in Midland? Yeah, I remember when that happened. Trying to get support and stuff like that. I remember. Cassandra, politicians shouldn't be able to entertain running for another office while actively serving a term. Yeah, but I heard that DeSantis was trying to pass something that would give him that ability. Lori, so why is he able to do it? I think everyone's speculating that DeSantis is going to run. I don't think DeSantis actually came out and said he was going to run. I think he just kind of alluded to it or whatever, and people just were like, what would happen if he did? And then that grew so big that people just kind of assumed that he is. But I don't think he actually came out and made an announcement that he is going to try and run for 2024. I think he should wait till 2028. And I think he would get a ton of support. I mean, unless something bad happens between now and then. I think he definitely has potential to be next after the Orange Eagle. Paul, Ivanka was a Democrat. She could run on that. She could. It's all about optics at this point. Is how can you make things look good? It's all publicity is good publicity, they say, but now everything is so fake that they just got to paint it up real nice. You say the right things the right way and you get people on board. Like, think about how many people think that Orange Eagle's a racist. How many videos have you seen where you're like, there'll be like a guy with a microphone asking random people on the street and be like, hey, Old Man Walter or Orange Eagle? And they'll be like, Old Man Walter. And he's like, well, why don't you like Orange Eagle? Well, he's racist. Well, why is he racist? Well, the news said so. Yeah, that's how it works. Is all that fancy talking on the TV gets a lot done. Melania, thank you, Amy. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Melania. I don't know what I was saying. What I was saying sounded like a hillbilly town out west. Melania. Let's see. Dion. We'll see. I'm only allowed to scroll so far back, but let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, come on. How far back was it? What's up, nuts? Yeah, sometimes these words just fly out of my face. It just happens. Let's see. Ocean Frog, I'm a homeschool mom. Awesome. That's so awesome. People here were even considering doing online homeschooling. So there's parents here where I live that homeschool their kids, and they have a lot of friends that wish they could homeschool their kids, but they work so much. And so these parents that are able to homeschool their children, they're talking about doing Zoom calls to homeschool other people's children at the same exact time, and kind of doing like almost like a bootleg school or like a underground schooling kind of thing. But they don't know if there's a legal way they can get it done. But I thought that was kind of interesting, because if your kid's sitting at home and you're at work or whatever, and you can't go home to homeschool them, and you don't want to send them to the brainwashing facility for public schools, they could now do Zoom calls and stuff, and they're able to do that because they went through 2 years of doing Zoom call schooling. And so I thought that was an interesting idea. They've been talking about it for like a year, though, just random whispers around town where I live. But I think it's an interesting idea that could really be have some potential there if it was done the right way. Dion, I am not finding this. I don't know how far back I'm supposed to scroll, but I'm not seeing your comment. My apologies for missing it. I'm live on 9 platforms, so it's not just the 133 people on YouTube. I'm scrolling through, so I miss some of you guys. I'm not purposely ignoring any of you. If you feel that way, make sure you tag my name. It'll light up orange, and it's easier to spot in the ocean of comments. I can't read every single comment. You guys are all talking to each other. I never know if you're talking to me if you don't tag my name. So just saying. What's up, Schmack? Happy freedom. Zoom school would suck, and I agree. I think so too. It would suck. But do you want to take your kids and put them in a stranger's home to have them homeschool them? I mean, after you establish some trust, that would be okay. Hey, I'm going to go drop my kid off over at Becky's house. She's homeschooling her kid. She can homeschool my kid too for a small fee. That would be fine after you establish some trust. But to be able to do it on Zoom calls, see how it goes, and be like, yeah, after a week, that went really well. I think you're really good at homeschooling. Can I drop my kid off at your house and do some in-person learning? Like I said, if it was done the right way, I think that it has a lot of potential. What's up, Darlene? It was Snooks. Snooks was the one that gifted memberships today over on YouTube. I appreciate you being here, Darlene. Yeah, Z, that's, we live in a dangerous world. It's hard to find the right answer. You know what I mean? When it comes to schooling and stuff, public schools are nonsense. Private schools aren't much better. You don't want to just drop your kids off at strangers' houses. Zoom schooling's not as effective as in-person learning. So it's a rough thing, but I just like that people are trying, that they're making an effort to get the job done. They're acknowledging that there's a problem. You can try and fight the problem, but because of the high ups and the way school boards work and stuff, a lot of times it goes nowhere. So to try a different route to get things done and make sure that your kids get an education so they can read, write, and do math and be prepared for this world. I'm excited to see that, to see the effort is trying to be made. Sounds good, Jeremiah. You're always welcome to write me. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Jamie. I know I'm always doing lingo acrobatics on here just to try and stay on the free side of things. Oh, let's see. Trying to find this comment. Zion, or Dion, I don't know what you're trying to say to me. Nuts. Why not do super chats? I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but when you are gifting memberships, then you're making people more a part of the community and stuff. It makes them feel more included and stuff, and then they're more likely to come back and hang out with us, because we go live every day but Sunday. Sometimes I go live on Sunday. If stuff is crazy, we'll go live on Sunday, but every day but Sunday we go live, and it's generally 2 or more times a day, so people like to feel included and stuff. Dion, I see your message, but I don't know anything about that stuff. Like, are you telling me to go watch somebody else's stuff to become aware of something going on in society? Like, I hope that's not what that is. I hope I didn't put all that effort into that, because I don't have time to watch other people. That would be awesome, Tim. One day. Just got to keep it moving. Cheeky Chops say West Side. I always tell people I'm from West Michigan, and they think I'm saying like West Virginia. They're like, I didn't know there was a West Michigan. Like, what do you mean? I'm on the opposite side of Detroit, because if you're like, I'm from Michigan, they're like, oh, really? How's Detroit? I don't know. I've only been there twice. And they're like, well, I thought you lived in Michigan. Like, Detroit is big, but it's not all of Michigan. People fail to realize that, but I understand. Michigan's not as popular as Florida or Texas or New York or California, or those kind of states that are always in the news and always being talked about. Yes, I understand. The only time you hear about Michigan is Detroit. Maybe you'll hear something about Lansing, when militias go to the Capitol with their ARs strapped to them. That was like nationwide news. God, I don't know if you guys remember that. I'd be live and people would be like, oh, you live in Michigan? That's where those white supremacists went to Lansing at the Capitol with their big scary AR-15s. How do you live there? Peacefully, actually. It's actually really nice here. I don't live in Lansing. Let's see. Witchy, really? You let them know. They're stealing my branding. Trying to get a loan from a lender called JMac. They're trying to bite my style here. Let's see. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. Detailing a car all day. Dog fur. Yeah. Yeah, when I got my Subaru, it had dog hair all over it. I was like, oh my goodness. Can be a tedious job. I appreciate you joining us. What's up, Dolly? Oh, I just got your YouTube notification. You gotta join Gilded. Join Gilded or join jeffmaclive.com. You're also welcome to join Discord or Telegram, even though it's not very active. You'll get notifications directly from me. You don't have to wait on communist YouTube to send out the notifications. What's up, Dizoil? Happy freedom. Jeff D. Gavin Newsom can't even run Cali. No way he'd be president. Yeah, no. Newsom thinks he's a movie star. You see him with his hair all slicked back and all that. Let's see. No, it's both. Many do both. I appreciate answering. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we got a super chat earlier. Ocean Frog did a super chat, but lately it's mostly gift and memberships. But that's a way, like, everybody gets involved with that. If it's a super chat, and I appreciate all of it, how all the support that you guys provide, even if all you're doing is hitting that like button. I really appreciate you guys being here. And I mean that sincerely. I know I say it all the time, but I mean it sincerely. There's only so many words I have in my vocabulary. But when it comes to gift and memberships, it's not just support for me, but it's, like I said, it matters to those that receive the memberships and stuff too. It's like everybody gets a gift. So I don't know. I like the support either way, however it comes. That's crazy, Garrett. I can't read that out loud because I can't talk about that country or the blue and yellow country that they're fighting. But that's something. That's something to hear Obama getting banned from stuff. What's up, Cassie and Julie? Casey and Julie, my apologies. Appreciate you being here. Happy freedom. Paul, Michigan militia testified like in the 90s. Interesting stuff. Yeah. There's a lot of militias here in Michigan. They're not all very active. There's a lot of underground militias. They don't do bad things. They're not like white supremacists or anything like that, but they love our country and they do training on a regular basis and keep communities safe and stuff like that. They're not like on duty, but they welcome in people from the local communities to come and be a part of the training and know how to survive, know how to grow crops and stuff like that. Be prepared for whatever life may throw at them. There's a lot of them near me because there's a lot of wooded areas here, so you're able to do training and stuff without being detected by the freeway, where you may have people from out of state and you see a group of individuals all strapped up and bagged up and ready to go out there on few mile walks and stuff to keep the training up, keep your body work hardened and things like that. You get some people from out of state seeing that, they might think something crazy is going on, but they got the cover of the woods here all year too. You'll see them marching all year. It's not bad. It's a good thing. Constitution says you're supposed to have a militia. Yeah, Garrett, I don't know. We'll see. I think we're gonna have a spicy summer. I think everything is leading up to a spicy summer. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get to this next video here. Salted ragu. A West glove for the winter. It's West Mitten. Yep, I live in the West Mitten. Pumpkin. What, the screen freeze over on Rumble? You might have to refresh your page, or even if you're on the app, you might have to cut the app and then come back into it. Is today Friday? Oh, it is Friday. Well, happy Freedom Friday, you hooligans. I didn't realize it was Friday. I thought it was Tuesday, but I guess that doesn't make sense. Let's see. Oh, Pumpkin, you got it straightened out. Awesome. Northern. Thank God it's Friday. Can you get a pork sandwich? Deerfield, Michigan. I don't eat pork, but a pulled pork sandwich does sound good right now. That does sound pretty good. Alright, so we're going to move on to this next video here titled Montana Residents Weigh In on TikTok Ban. I know there's a mixed opinion about this. I know it's really trendy to hate on TikTok right now, even though TikTok is able to get more information out than any other platform because it's not controlled by our government. And regardless of that, what people don't realize, and I learned this earlier today, when Montana banned TikTok, it doesn't start till January. But when that took place, TikTok's all in the headline, but they actually banned foreign applications from being used by Montanians, meaning that you will no longer have access to Telegram, because Telegram is hosted in Dubai. And so for people who live in Montana, you're about to lose access to Telegram as well as TikTok. And I think that's interesting because a lot of people who hate on TikTok definitely use Telegram because Telegram has free speech. And vice versa. A lot of people who use TikTok probably aren't even aware that Telegram exists, but you're losing both. If you live in Montana, you're losing both in January. Thank you so much, Miss Jamie, for that $5 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you, Miss Jamie. Thank you. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. Snook's new studs. Oh, my earrings. I was cleaning them and then I didn't put them back in for a long time. Yeah, that's funny you point that out. These are actually like real diamond earrings, and I always wanted diamond earrings when I was younger, and eventually I was able to get them. They were kind of expensive, but yes, I'm glad you dig them. Glad you dig them. All right, let's get this video pulled up. All right, once again, Montanians, well, Montana residents, weigh in on TikTok ban.
Reaction to Montana's statewide ban of TikTok was swift and broad on Thursday, as users voiced dismay and experts weighed in on its legality. On Wednesday, Montana Governor Greg Gianforte signed legislation to ban TikTok in the state, effective January of next year. The next day, 5 TikTok users in Montana filed a lawsuit in federal court seeking to block the ban. In the suit, the users claimed the law violates their First Amendment rights. TikTok, which is owned by China's ByteDance, has faced growing calls from U.S. lawmakers to ban the app nationwide over concerns about potential Chinese government influence over the platform. TikTok has over 150 million American users, including around 200,000 in Montana. The new ban prohibits Google or Apple app stores from offering TikTok within Montana state lines.
I think our governor is being a little goofy.
Montana-based TikToker Christian Poole earns a small income from the app, making what he describes as satirical videos about Montana.
There's still 4 years of me growing this fan base, and all of a sudden, one day our governor doesn't like it, it goes away. I don't know, I'd be pretty PO'd a little bit.
Meanwhile, some in the city of Bozeman cautiously agreed with the idea of a ban.
That seems like a good thing, yeah. If it's something that's stealing people's information, yeah, it's probably a good thing.
Jenna Leventoff, a senior policy counsel for the American Civil Liberties Union, worries about the impact of the ban on small businesses.
They're concerned about losing their access to this app, especially small business owners. I've heard from people in Montana that use TikTok to access customers across the country. It's a really small state. The customer base is small. They need TikTok to, build a business. Throughout our history, the government has always used national security concerns to justify violations of our free speech rights. It's the oldest trick in the book to try to justify taking away the speech of Americans, and that's why it's something that we need to fight.
The lawsuit was filed in U.S. District Court in Montana and names the state's attorney general, who is charged with enforcing the law. Their office said that it had expected and is fully prepared to fight lawsuits over the new ban.
Ready and prepared to fight lawsuits against the ban. Sounds a lot like censorship, but it's all packaged up like they're protecting your information. They don't want China stealing your information, but it's fine when Facebook steals your information and sells it to China. That's fine. They don't sell it like that because they want you to be for it. They want you to be excited that you're being censored from applications. It's like the people you see protesting to have guns banned. They're like, we need to do away with assault weapons. That's your right. How are you going to be in the streets protesting and all excited about banning your own rights? And they're just rinse and repeat using it with TikTok. You're being censored. And it's fine if you don't like TikTok, but like I said, you're going to lose Telegram too. You excited about losing that? Like, it's messed up. It's all censorship. It's censorship. And they haven't really proven that our information is being tracked by China and all that stuff. They bring in the CEOs of TikTok and all that stuff. They're also supposed to be getting a new server in Texas, I think. So that way all the information will just be here. We'll just basically have our own version of TikTok that will not be outside of the country. I see someone ask about the hub, if we're going to lose the hub because it's in Canada, but I think it may not be restricted to outside of the country. It may be restricted to the continent, like North America, but that's what Montana is doing. They worded it weird. The government is trying to do the nationwide TikTok ban, and people are in support of that because they don't like TikTok because of the things they were told about TikTok. But the government's national ban is going to ban VPNs and a bunch of other things, and it'll actually make it a crime. If you have a VPN and you're using it and they do that nationwide TikTok ban, you'll do 20 years in prison for having a VPN. And that's messed up. It's messed up. They're trying to take away little freedoms, but they make TikTok, they demonize TikTok. People hear this about TikTok and they agree with it. They're like, oh, I don't want my information being sold to China. And so they're against TikTok. So then they can take this TikTok label and put it on bills and say, hey, we're going to pass this bill to ban TikTok. And everybody's like, yeah, that's great. But what you don't realize is all this small fine print where they're taking away little freedoms that you have here and there that could matter. If things are happening, Like Telegram was a really big thing when censorship really was cracking down on YouTube. People started turning to Telegram to be able to communicate. Discord started cracking down with the censorship. Facebook was doing it really bad. Twitter was doing it before Elon had bought Twitter out. And people were using Telegram to be able to have communities and have free speech and stuff like that. Well, now they're going to take Telegram away. In Egypt for the revolution, I talk about this all the time. When Egypt did the revolution in 2012 or 20, I don't remember. It was, I'll look it up. But what they did is their government censored all their apps. So you were not allowed to use social media. And Anonymous had helped Egyptians use Wikipedia. They created a Wikipedia document, and Egyptians were going line for line like they were writing out a document, but they were actually communicating using Wikipedia, and that's how they ended up forming a plan to go to their version of Times Square or Town Square, whatever it is, a big popular area in Egypt, and protest until they had a revolution. And that was caused by Anonymous, and they used Wikipedia to communicate because their government had censored their social media. And that's kind of what this is starting to look like. They're taking little things here and there, and they put a big title on it that everybody knows has been demonized, but it's all the fine print that you don't realize. They're taking these little freedoms away, and if stuff happens and we do get heavily censored, we won't be able to communicate. Because all we'll have left is platforms that are censored, or maybe they'll take all of them away, and then we'll be stuck with our hands in the air. Like, how can we talk to each other if we're not able to communicate on the internet? Let's see, I'm gonna look up when Egyptians' revolution was. Come on, mouse, do the thing. 2011. I was close. 2011 is when it happened. Let's see. Matthew, bye-bye internet. Yeah. We'd be rough without the internet, though. Not everybody, but a lot of us. Like, I live in a very small town. It's so small it's considered a village. If I didn't have internet, I would have the 60 people that live around me to talk to, unless I was willing to drive out that way. And I don't know anybody in the town I live in. I'm like a stranger to the people that live here. It's probably because I live in my house all day. But if I had, like, say we had to organize for protection and security, hey, stuff's going left, we need to unite, it would be very difficult for me. Like, these people around here don't know me. They're not going to trust, what I have to say or anything like that. They don't realize they're living next to a I shouldn't say that, a famous hooligan over here. They have no idea. They just think I'm some asshole that walks around with my name on my t-shirt. Yes, let's see. Mitchell, what's up, Mitchell? I bet you the government paid Miller, Budweiser, Ford, and many other corporation companies to do this woke, flamboyant stuff. They'll be paid back any losses that happen. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It is part of the agenda. How do you think schools get those books that DeSantis is banning? The government's the one that hands that down. The government's the one that says that kindergartners need to be reading at a 3rd grade level, otherwise they're getting held back. The government is the one that says that stuff. They're the ones sending those books to the libraries. They're the ones encouraging teachers and stuff to push that CRT and all that. What do they call it? It's queer theory. Pushing all that stuff. So it's no good. It's no good. Tim, the head hooligan, right? King hooligan status. They don't, people around here, they don't know, and that's fine with me. I like it that way. I like my life being very private. The last thing I want is for somebody to come and smoke me while I'm at the grocery store and stuff. And I worry about that when I go to Ludington, because Ludington is a tourist town and they have a lot of people from all over. And I had a friend that was driving taxi, and there was a couple times that he would have people in the car, and they'd be watching me live sitting in the car while he's driving. He's like, yo, are you watching Jeff Mack right now? And they're like, yeah, you know who that is, da da da. And he's like, yeah, I actually know him. I know who that is. But if they weren't so excited about hearing watching me live, because there's a lot of people that watch and do not like things I say and things I talk about and my opinions and stuff, it would be no issue for them to come up, see me in Walmart, know who I am, I don't know who they are, and have them shoot me right in the face at Walmart. It would be no thing for that to happen. So I prefer to be very private. So when I'm out and about here where I live, they don't watch YouTube and stuff. Most of them don't. The kids might, but the adults, they work on farms and stuff. They work in factories. They don't care about me or what I have going on. I prefer to be private. Let's see. Just reading through the chat really quick. We're getting near the end here. What's up, Wendy? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. Jeremiah. Yeah. Yeah. They're running our kids right into the ground, and by the time our kids are in their 20s, they might make Antifa look like, I don't even know, because there isn't anything softer than Antifa. But it could be worse. It could be worse. You got to watch those schools. Miss Jamie, which type of donation do you get to keep the most money? Through the website. The website's the most because there's no one to take anything out of it. Kick only takes 5% or 9% or something like that. YouTube and Rumble both take 30%. Twitch takes 50%. Odyssey only takes like 10%, and I think it's 10% of the memberships or it's 10% of the donations, but whichever one it is, the other one, they don't take any of it. So Odyssey, I guess, Odyssey and Kick are the best as far as taking the least out of all the support that comes through. What's up, Kim? Happy Freedom. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Yeah, Matthew, I'm not against being a part of the community. It's just because everything we cover is so political that I try not to interfere with stuff going on in the community. I have family members and stuff that I don't talk to, and they're like, how come you won't talk to me? And I'm like, because I don't want to change the way you think and feel, because I will affect how you live your life. Everything you talk about, everything you think, everything you're involved in, I have a heavy opinion about it because I watch it every day, all day. I research it. We all network about it. So I have family members where they're not lefties or anything like that, but I don't want to be harping on people that just know me since I was in diapers and stuff like that. And because I get really into it, and I'm really big about debating people on how stupid they are because they don't know the reality of stuff going on around us. And so I choose to stay away from certain people that I know in real life just so they can preserve their mindset. I don't want to disrupt their mindset, because if I pull them into my world, they'll be miserable. And I know that because for a long time I was miserable and having mental breakdowns and stuff like that. I've learned to do the song and dance. It doesn't affect me so much now, but I can tell when I get around people and they think things and they don't know things, and I start telling them the reality of the situation. Next thing you know, I'm pulling links up. Here's a link, here's a link, here's a link. Let me inform you on things. And the next thing you know, they're like, what are we going to do? Well, we're not going to do anything. You're just aware that everything sucks around us. I pulled you out of the matrix. Now that you're miserable and you feel like all hope is lost, I'm just going to leave you like that because I don't have any answers for what to do. And then now they kind of feel like they're left in peril. And I realize that that's almost worse in certain cases than to just let them live in La La Land. Like when you get around elderly people in their 90s and stuff like that, you start talking to them like that and opening their eyes, they're too old to do anything. You just ruined the end of their life by informing them on what's going on. Let them watch their Wheel of Fortune and be okay. So it's like out of the kindness of my heart, I leave certain people alone just because it ain't gonna help them to inform them. Let's see. Sam, there's a lot of people here that aren't hooligans. It's true. It's true. Let's see. Let's read through the chat. I think we only got one more video yet. Yep, one more left. So I'm going to read through the chat really quick. Mitchell, Jesus has it. Jesus is the answer. Let's see. What's up, BZ? Happy Freedom. It's true, Ting Ting. There's nothing softer than Antifa. Kevin, you crack me up. Yeah, that's the thing. That's how they're going to trick me, is seeing hooligans in person and hearing, Happy Freedom. But then there's going to be somebody who's not a hooligan and they're just going to be like, Happy Freedom, and bang, and I'm going to be gone. I don't know. I worry about it, but thanks to Edward. Edward has gone above and beyond to make sure I'm safe, hooking me up with holsters. He got me my Safe Life Defense bulletproof vest and stuff like that. He's gone above and beyond to really make sure that I'm safe when I go out in public, and I'm prepared for things that may come my way. And it's not that I'm being, paranoid. You'd be surprised some of the emails and stuff that I get on a regular basis saying, I hope you kick the bucket. I'd love to help you kick the bucket. If you have kids, I'd love to help them kick the bucket and stuff. And it's like, that's no good. And you never know. People can make an email in 30 seconds and whatever. So there isn't anything I can do about it. Just be prepared for anything that may come my way. So, and I think it's crazy because I don't even think I say anything that's really that wild. I try to just speak from common sense, and I also try to accommodate people's different views. I don't want to change your mind on things. I just want you to be informed. And, a lot of it's just my opinion. You don't have to take it. And I always encourage all of you, anything you see here or do, investigate it. Go read it yourself, even if you see it here on the live. That's why I've been posting the links for everything we cover, because maybe you want to watch the whole video if we don't cover the whole video, or maybe you want to go back and watch it again, or maybe you have a family member that believes lies and we're covering the truth, and you want to pull that link to show receipts and stuff. So I try to provide that way, we're all in this together, and I'm not trying to deceive anybody. So tis what tis, Debacles. What's up, feds? Oh yeah, there's feds in the chat. It's true. It is true. Thank you so much, Sam, for continuing the membership program for 28 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you, Sam. You're so awesome. Oh, and Sam, we might be getting some stuff together, do some jumping. I'm trying to think I was just talking with someone yesterday about getting some hooligans together and coming down and doing some jumping. So we'll see how it goes. It's getting warm outside. The weather's getting nice. We'll have to get together and plan something out. I don't know how many people is too many people, but they were talking like 10 of us coming down and jumping. So we'll see. When I get more information, I'll contact you, Sam. Thank you so much, Sam, for gifting 5 memberships on YouTube. You're awesome. Thank you so much, Sam. You're the man. Sam's the man. Let's see. Thank you so much, Annette, for gifting 5 memberships on YouTube. Thank you, Annette. You're great. Thank you. Let's see. Mitchell, Fed Boy in khakis. Yeah, you see Patriot Front marching through. Jason, stay strapped. Every day. Every day. But it's a shield. It's for defense only. Wendy, can you take a trip to Florida? Oh, I'm sure. Sure we could do that. I think Sam's in Tennessee, I believe. Down that way. Wouldn't be too much further. Kevin, I would, but I can't go to Canada. They won't let me go to Canada because I have a disorderly. And here a disorderly is a ticket. I was given a disorderly because I was poisoned and it was the wintertime and something happened and I woke up in a snowbank and I almost had hypothermia and I didn't know what was wrong, and it was dark outside, my phone was dead, and I was yelling for help. I needed help. So they arrested me. The police showed up and I was like, thank you, I need help. And they were like, yeah, here you go, turn around, put your hands behind your back. And they arrested me for disorderly. I tried to fight it and the judge said too bad and sentenced me with disorderly. And then I tried to go to Canada because I was dating a girl in Canada at the time, and I was detained at the border, and they told me that in Canada disorderly is a 10-year felony, and that because I have a disorderly, I'm never allowed to enter Canada or attempt to enter Canada. And if I do attempt to enter Canada, I'll be arrested. And so I'm not. The only way to go to Canada is if I get a pardon from the governor. And I don't think that's going to happen. Plus, it's $1,000, I think. So I don't know. I really wish there was somebody to help me change that, because I'd like to go to Canada and say what's up to all the hooligans, trigger crazies from Canada. It would be awesome to be able to go there, but I got stuck with that nonsense. Let's see. Sam, West Tennessee, yeah. Just reading through really quick. Ohio Kyle, claim those free gifts. Yeah, make sure you thank those hooligans that are gifting those memberships. That stuff is not free. Kim, you don't want to go to Canada, tyrannical police state. Yeah, I know they got it rough in Canada, but if I was just there to visit, it would be really cool just to see all the hooligans and stuff. Kevin, tell him I said to let you in, right? If we get enough partitions from hooligans, they might just give me a pardon. They said the only alternative is to go to New York and do criminal rehabilitation or something like go to a facility for 10 days and have them monitor me to see if I have turned over a new leaf. Am I cured from being a criminal? I'm like, I was a victim. I was arrested from being a victim of ignorance. 'Tis what it is. Either way. Let's see. Jeremiah, I'll meet you there and get you in. Yeah, I was trying to cross at the Detroit-Windsor tunnel. Somebody said if I would have crossed at the UP, I would have been fine because they're a lot more lenient. What's up, Oak Tree? Happy freedom. Somebody just unfollowed me on Kick. I don't know how that could be. Nobody even watches. Let's see. Salty Ragu, who gets to push you out of the plane? Sam does. I've told Sam so many times, I want to go skydiving, but you're gonna have to kick me out of the plane, and you're gonna have to wear windbreaker material because there's gonna be piss everywhere. But I want to go. It's just I get shaky up in heights, and I know they're gonna open that door, and I'm gonna be like, you're gonna have to just throw me out of the plane. It'll be all right. You got to force me to have a good time. I've always been that way. Let's see. Pumpkin, remember those gold and silver stars in school? I remember seeing other kids get those. Not me, though. I never got any stars. I used to be really quiet until I was like 12 years old, and then I was like, I don't know. It's a long story. Being abused is a long story. But, yeah, I was always a really quiet kid. I used to be like a grandma's boy until I was like 12 years old. And then my life went to crap, and then I became Tasmanian Devil. Let's see. Screaming Eagle, very few of us live in reality these days. Yeah, you can tell by the shape-shifting predators. Yeah, Worcester's wife. I know, they're coming for the kids. That's the thing. Is all that flamboyant stuff going on, it's targeting kids. That's what it's about. They're just trying to distract us while they're actually aimed at our kids. What's up, Kimberly? Happy freedom. Rasta, me either. No stars. Yeah, I never got any gold stars or anything like that. So we're going to cover this last video. It's titled Mike Rowe Delivers Warning. We need to tap the brakes. Covered him yesterday talking about how Americans are becoming soft ever since we took woodshop out of school. I think it actually started when we took God out of school. Not that I think everybody should be religious, but I think that religion takes discipline, and I think that people need discipline, which is why, you know, a lot of times it's good for your kids to play sports. Anything that requires discipline and commitment is good, because in order to keep a job and have a family and be a provider, whether it's for yourself or others, you have to be committed and you have to have discipline. And we're lacking that so bad, because everybody, instead of being disciplined, they get to say, well, my feelings, I can't go to work today, my feelings, I'm not gonna pay my bills because my feelings, I need free stuff because my feelings. Well, that's too bad. We used to have this little phrase back in the day called get over it, and you would have to do that. You would have to do what you had to do, and you would just have to get over it. You know, it was you do what I'm telling you to do. This is how parenting used to work. You do what I tell you to do, or I'm going to spank you, and then you're going to do what I'm going to tell you to do. It's up to you how you get the job done. You can catch these hands, or you can just do what you're supposed to do. Eventually, you start doing that to yourself. You're like, I have to do this. The consequences are too steep. I have to take care of my responsibilities. And that's kind of what this guy was talking about yesterday. Today, it's more themed around AI.
We're back, and another former Google chief sounding the alarm against the dangers of artificial intelligence, or AI, just weeks after the godfather of AI issued his own warning about the tech future. Former Chief Business Officer Mo Gaudat telling podcaster Dan Murray, asserter, quote, "I've lived among those machines. I know how intelligent they are, and I wish I hadn't started them. How high is AI likely to think of us as scum today? Very high. Host, narrator, and executive producer of How America Works on Fox Business. One of my heroes, Mike Rowe, joins us right now. Thank you so much for being here. We were talking in the green room about everything that we have in common. But on this point of AI, you probably know even more than I do. What's your take on it?
Well, look, I spent a long time on dirty jobs dealing with AI, but back then it meant artificial insemination. And it wasn't much to worry about. It was good TV, kind of weird. But to see this thing in the headlines now and to hear guys like that basically just saying straight up, tap the brakes. Okay, I'm all for tapping the brakes. You know, it's tough to get the poop back in the goose, right? Especially with a thing like this. So, yeah, I'm concerned, but I
don't think I've ever heard that before.
Panic is really going to do for the average person who's looking at how is this going to impact my career, my life, my ability to provide for my family. Then I just retrench to the same old broken record I've been for the last 20 years, which is learn a skill that's in demand. Learn something that can't be replaced with a robot or with artificial intelligence. Those jobs are screamingly open right now. Plumbers, steam fitters, pipe fitters, mechanics, electricians. There's an article in the New Yorker this week. It's like 4,000 words. The great electrician shortage.
Yes.
My foundation has trained 1,800 people, many of them making over six figures, all of them in the skilled trades. So, you know, I use any opportunity I can to pivot and just tap the country on the shoulder and say, hey, look, yeah, let's worry about the things we have to worry about, but let's get back on track over here with something that makes sense.
Absolutely. I think, you know, when we think artificial intelligence, algorithms and how information is sent to us is what a lot of people worry about. You're just telling the truth. That's what you're telling about hard work and what it takes to build this country.
Yeah, look, we can do 2-3 things at the same time, I'm sure. And one of those things probably should be to worry about the unintended consequences of new tech.
Yeah.
But, brother, we took shop class out of high school 40 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're still reaping the whirlwind. When we did that, that's when we started telling kids that the best path for the most people is the most expensive path. We got to stop. We either stop or we perish.
Well, thank you for what you do. Thank you for your foundation. The trades are a passion of mine. My dad was a brick and block mason. I decided I didn't want to work quite that hard for a living, so I talk for a living. Mike Rowe, thanks for joining us and telling us about AI.
I just ordered your book. Everybody else should too. It's going to be great.
All right, watch How America Works Mondays on Fox Business Prime with our famous guest here, Mike Rowe.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley.
Heck yeah. I don't know much about Mike Rowe. I know he's from the Dirty Jobs thing, but he seems like he's got his head on right. Sounds like good advice. Jeff D, I took shop back in high school in the 70s. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there was woods or anything like that when I was in school. It was there, but by the time I was 10th grade or whatever, it was gone, and I didn't have the ability to take it. Ohio Kyle, you got to ask around. Usually Amish people have markets. They'll be at like farmers markets and stuff, but if you're looking for non-GMO seeds, that's usually who you go through. That's who people go through here. There's a little town not far from me, and everybody goes there to get seeds and grain and rice and stuff because it's non-GMO. Bobby, AI is disgusted with us, and I don't blame it. Yeah. Well, AI definitely sees us as the flaw. Having grace for others, lack of retaliation, signing a painting. Think about that. You sign a painting, AI would see that as a flaw. You flawed the painting because it doesn't understand why you would do that. You know, things like that. Simple, just human us existing is a flaw to AI. So yeah, that's why we covered a video. It was either yesterday or the day before. It was talking about AGI, artificial general intelligence, is what people actually fear. AI has to be prompted. AI is reactive to what we do, but AGI is like autonomous, like it thinks and makes decisions on its own without being prompted. That's what people fear. Because if it sees us as a flaw, it may try and get rid of us. Let's see. Reading through the chat really quick. What's up, Hydrodynamic? I appreciate you. What's up, No Man Dates? Yeah, Sam, you're gonna have to kick me out of the plane. Tim, you were poisoned like Cosby? Yeah. I was poisoned. Somebody told me that they think they put a Xanax in my drink. They said that I was laughing and talking, and it was my birthday. But I was laughing and talking with everyone. We were at a bar, and everything was fine. They said that I had drank 2 drinks, and I weigh 215 pounds. I can drink like quite a bit. 2 drinks ain't touching me. But they said I had drank 2 drinks. I was refusing to drink anymore. I was happy and having conversation with everyone. We like closed down the bar, and I had left saying I was going for a walk or something like that. And I don't remember any of that. I remember having my first drink, and I remember them bringing me my second drink, but I don't remember drinking it. I remember it goes from that to waking up in a snowbank because it was March, and I remember being freezing cold and shaking. My coat and my hoodie were opened up. My phone was in my hand. The screen was shattered, and it was dead. I didn't know where I was. I knew I was in town somewhere, and there was no one around me. And it was the middle of the night. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I'd been passed out for an hour or so outside, and I was yelling for help, and I needed help, and they took me to jail. And I don't even know what, I still don't know what happened. And that was some years ago, but yeah, you gotta be careful out there in the world. Things happened. Thankfully my booty didn't hurt or nothing like that. Nothing bad happened to me like that, but somebody wanted something bad to happen to me. So I don't know. So not only did I get poisoned, but I also got a disorderly charge because I yelled for help. So don't yell for help. If you need help, just kick the bucket. You're not allowed to yell for help. Not in Michigan, you're not. Ha, Kevin, yeah, see, I answered you right before you posted it. No, I was good to go. Let's see, Harley, isn't that what ChatGPT is? ChatGPT is a messaging system. I have ChatGPT. I could probably pull it up. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. So suggest something. I'll type it in a ChatGPT and I'll put it up on the screen. Sam, did you get roofied? Sort of. I sort of did. I was still awake. It's just the lights were turned off inside. So I mean, I did black out, but I don't know. I believe when you get roofied, it's like you're gone. You're asleep for a few hours. But yeah, I don't know. It was no good. No good. Let's see. Somebody suggests something to a task. You're asking for a task. Last time I showed this, we had ChatGPT write the introduction for a children's show involving fish. Let's see. What's up, Micah? Happy freedom. Let's see. What's up, Tom Tom? Salty ragu. Right here. That should take you to it. Actually, no, it won't. Never mind. That's not right. That's the wrong link. It's not my spicy link. Hold on a second. I'll get you that link. There we go. That should take you to the right place. Yeah, Cassandra, it was rough. I was not happy about having that happen. And then I was really surprised when I tried to cross the Canadian border and they told me that I'm never allowed to cross because that happened to me. Sam, ask it how to maintain freedom. All right, let's see. How can I maintain freedom? So this is it talking to me live right now, responding. I'm not going to be able to read it from there. I'm going to have to pull it up on this other screen so I could see it. Miss Jamie, it won't talk bad about Old Man Walter. It's leftist. ChatGPT is left. Holy moly. You see all this stuff it wrote? Alright, give me a second. I gotta put it on the big screen so I can read it. Maintaining freedom is a broad concept that can encompass various aspects of life, including personal, political, and societal freedom. Here are some general suggestions on how to maintain freedom. I'm just going to read through the talking points. It's got talking points and then it's got descriptions to elaborate on the talking points. There's so much here to read. I'm just going to read the talking points. Educate yourself. Engage in critical thinking. Participate in democracy. Defend civil liberties. Protect privacy. Support freedom of speech. Stay vigilant. Foster a respectful and inclusive society. Support independent media. Be an active citizen. Remember that maintaining freedom requires ongoing effort and participation. By being an engaged and responsible citizen, you can contribute to the preservation and advancement of freedom in your society. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. But it does all kinds of stuff. It'll write code and all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Like, I can have it do this. Let me start a new chat. And I'll say, write code for a messaging system. Like Telegram. We'll see if it writes the code. It's giving me information on what I would have to do in order to implement that, but it may start generating code here in a second. This is lengthy. This one is lengthy. Let's see. Write code for messaging app on WordPress. And I spelled messaging wrong. There it is. So now there's code. All I have to do is copy the code and implement it correctly. And now I have my own messaging system. This is what ChatGPT does. And if I don't understand this, I can continue the conversation and say simplify it, or write it a different way, or make these changes, and it will. It's like having an employee that you don't have to pay. But there's all kinds of stuff you can do. So that's just practical ways to use it. Think about people writing viruses. Think about people exploiting banking systems and stuff like that. A lot of times they'll use it. They'll go and take code. You can go to any website, hit F12, and copy the source code for that website. They could take that, give it to ChatGPT, and say, find vulnerabilities. And then once it finds it, write code to exploit those vulnerabilities. There you go. Good to go. Harley, learn to code. Yeah, that's what I'm going to Harvard for. Patrat, specify language. You can. I was just writing broad just for you guys to see what it's like, but yeah. Jason, where was that when I had to write a paper? They're saying people are getting degrees right now at Harvard using ChatGPT. They'll get a test, they'll ask the questions to ChatGPT, they'll take the answer, they'll provide it for the test. Now they have a Harvard degree. And I was talking to WMM about this yesterday. That might be okay, you know, to get you through, to jump through the hoops to get a piece of paper. But when you go to apply for the job, you don't have the knowledge in here, and that's what matters. So people are scared of what ChatGPT and other AI can do, but right now it's just a tool. It's not really much different than having a wrench or a hammer. It needs to be prompted to be used. You have to know to ask the right questions in order to get the answers you're looking for. And as you've seen how much code was there, you have to know how to implement that. It's not just copy paste, boom, you're Bill Gates. It's not like that. You got to still know things and be prompted. But we covered a video yesterday saying that they're trying to create a situation where anything that is generated by AI will have a watermark on it. So you'll be able to tell when you're reading a book, watching a movie, looking at photos, anything like that, it'll have an AI watermark on it, so you can tell that it was not created by a person. They're trying to find ways to regulate it. So right now, the reason that they're regulating it is because there must be some freedom there. There must be something there that AI is able to do that can make us freer. And so the government doesn't like that, so they're trying to find a way to soften it and make a diet version. So, I don't know, it's just something to think about. Let's see, witchy, it's scary. Yeah, the potential is scary. Snooks. What do we have? Someone spiraling out of control? Yeah, okay, so this guy's soft. So Tao posted a link. Snooks told him he can't do that. And he wants specific reasoning and whatnot. And then decided that, yeah, I think I'm going to skip out on watching Jeff Mac live because he's too controlling. So the reason that I don't want you posting links in the chat is because I don't want you taking viewers away from what we're doing. Mid-sentence, mid-speech, mid-truth revealing, I don't need you contributing to taking people away from what I'm doing here. That's the point, and I don't care if you don't like that. So you are welcome to kick rocks in socks. That's fine if you don't like it. I'm sorry, I'm too controlling. We got them hooligan hankies coming out soon. I just got the availability to start making what's the political correct way of saying it? A bandana, I guess. Scarves, maybe. I don't know what people call them nowadays that doesn't get them banned for hate speech, but we can make those now. I'm going to put hooligan logos right here. That thing. Boom. I've never touched it before. That's what she said. So we're going to have hooligan hankies coming out soon. I think they're like kind of expensive though. I think they're like $10 or whatever. But when you see people crying, you can offer them a hooligan hanky. Like Tao over there on Rumble. Nothing like, you know, going somewhere where you can speak freely and then refusing to have a conversation because your little feelings get hurt. That's okay. That's okay. If you think I'm too controlling, then kick rocks. It's too bad. It's too bad. That's all right. Anyways, I appreciate all of you guys being here. Just one last read through, and then we're gonna be wrapping things up. What's up, Craig? Happy freedom. How many clones have they done on Old Man Walter so far? I think we're on 4 or 5. That's what I think. I think we're on 4 or 5 at this point. Mr. Beansy Beans, what a douche. Yeah, I don't know. They do that all the time. People show up and they get all bent out of shape. What's up, Salty Ragu with the bunny over on Kick? You're gonna get banned. I'm just kidding. Kick is pretty lenient about things. I think you can get banned on Kick now, but you got to be showing adult content. I think even like Kyle blowing off that softy's arm, I think that would still pass on Kick. There you go, Salty Ragu, snot rags. Yeah. I now have the availability to make custom snot rags, so we'll have some hooligan hankies pretty soon. Snooks. Yeah. You're fine. You're fine. It's too bad that he's soft. Lots of people try to post links and they can't. Like on YouTube, you don't even have the ability to. It won't even show up in the chat. But most people have enough decency to say why. You know, how is there a reason why? And after simple explanation, I think most people understand that makes sense. But this guy, he just stomped his feet and got all mad. Oh, man, Jeff and Mac's so controlling. That's too bad, bud. That's too bad. Just tell everybody I'm a piece of shit. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Anyways, I appreciate all of you guys. That's all I had for today. We will be live again 8 p.m. Eastern Time. There's a White House Press Briefing from Japan. We're going to cover that because I'm sure that's going to be highly amusing. And then we'll be alive. We'll be live again 10 p.m. Eastern Time for some gaming. I have to check with WMM to see what's going on because he had some stuff going on. But I didn't put a poll up because I think he may have free time. We may be playing Warzone with the mics on, so we'll be communicating. It was a lot of fun last Friday or Saturday when we did that. You guys can hear WMM. We can actually get some teamwork in to go and, kill communism on Warzone. It's always fun. So definitely come join us for some gaming later. But like I said, we got a White House Press Briefing, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. KJP, Old Man Walter. I don't know if Old Man Walter is going to be there. Let me read the actual title from what the White House said. Press briefing by Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre and Jake Sullivan from Japan. So 8 p.m. we got that going on. 10 p.m. playing the game. Hopefully see you guys there. We will be live again tomorrow 1 p.m. Eastern Time for more Coffee with Hooligans. I appreciate all of you. We're going to go ahead and do the spiel deal really quick so you guys can know all the great things that I have provided for all of you to take advantage of. And then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance and we're going to wrap everything up. So, with that being said, please go to the link tree. The link tree should be in the description on any platform you're on right now. It has all of my links listed. If you're not going to stick around for the Pledge of Allegiance or anything, just scroll down to right here where it says join Gilded. No, not the membership. You're looking for Gilded itself. Down one more where it says Hooligan Community /notifications. Join Gilded. Go do that right now. Go join Gilded if you're not a part of it. And if you really want to be real big on the hooligan list, go all the way to the top right here and get you a free membership for jeffmaclive.com because that's where all the good stuff is. If you do that, you'll always get notifications for when we go live. Don't worry about communism to try and send you a notification about freedom. Just go ahead and join one of these platforms. You don't have to participate and be social if you don't want to. Just use it for notifications if that's what you wish. But that way you'll always be notified right when we go live. You won't show up halfway through or get a notification 2 days later like on Rumble. I will notify you myself, so go join up. That being said, everything is listed on the link tree, so go find Gilded. Gilded is free, and it's currently the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world, and there's a ton of hooligans on there to hang out with and chat it up all day, every day. So definitely go join Gilded. Also on the link tree, you can find links for the merch store. If you would like to grab some merch, we have shirts, hoodies, stickers, and coffee mugs. Everything is displayed in black and white or white and black, but if you find something you like, just click on that item to see all the different colors that item comes in. You can also find links for PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Stripe, Zelle, Buy Me a Coffee, and Locals if you would like to help support what I do. There's also a link to the Amazon wish list if you would like to send me stuff. It's really easy to use. Anything you purchase directly from the wish list will be sent straight to me without having to send emails, find addresses, or do anything like that. It's really simple. And then finally, there are links to join the membership programs. We have memberships for YouTube, Gilded, Discord, Odyssey, Rumble, and Twitch. And then as I just stated, if you go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com, you'll have access to your own profile for our private social media area. You'll have access to the live streaming area with the built-in chat, and you'll have access to the advanced messaging system with the ability to text, call, video call, group text, group call, group video call, and the ability to upload any kind of media that's ever existed except for VHS tapes. Can't do that, but anything else you have the ability to upload, whether you want to show some cool stuff off, you want to promote your business, you want to network with hooligans and make people informed of maybe some documents you came across or some federal documents, because the Freedom of Information Act constantly has federal documents coming out telling on themselves. The big thing is people don't read them. So if you'd like to share stuff like that on the website, you are more than welcome to. We also have advertisement available on there if you run a business and you'd like to look into some ads. Go check all that out at jeffmaclive.com. All right, hooligans, you know what time it is. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There we go. There we go. I keep checking to see if I'm muted or not. I got mute phobia now. Let's see. Just reading through the chat really quick. We're wrapping this up. I'll see you at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for the press briefing from Japan, and then at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for some gaming. All right, let's see. Debacles, links belong in Gilded. Yes, I should have said that. If you guys want to post links, you have information you want people to know and stuff like that, make sure you're a part of Gilded or jeffmaclive.com. You can post links in there because there's no live going on in there. That's the community. That's where you share stuff. So don't post links on the live. Post it in Gilded. Let's see. Thank you for reminding me, Debacles, to post that out there. All right. Looks like everything is good. Can you hear Klaus Daniels in the background? You can blame Donna Sparks for that. She gets it. She spoils him. He's got all these toys. It's like we have a cat Toys R Us here in the living room. He's over there going ham. He loves all his gifts. All right, looks like we're good to go. I appreciate all of you being here. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I appreciate all of you hooligans, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.